Hey guys, it's Luke from SkyTel here. Definitely appreciate you all for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a moment. We'll let everybody join here real fast and appreciate all of you for being here. We should have about 15 to 20 restaurant owners on the call today. Daniel, thank you for joining us. Conrad, thank you for joining. Jose, thanks for joining. Guys, today we're going to go over some really exciting topics. I'm going to show you a couple new AI tools that our company has been using that you can use at your restaurant. And we'll also go over a big campaign that could potentially make you 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand. I can't promise those exact numbers, but potentially could make you a lot of money quickly. And I'm not talking about just revenue where you have your margins and everything. I'm talking like just straight profit, real cash, boom. So we're going to cover that. That's called that big campaign that we run that I'll show you how to do. It's called the Big Enchilada. So that's kind of a silly name, but it's called the Big Enchilada for a reason, because it's a big campaign. It works pretty well. And so we'll cover the Big Enchilada. And then we'll also talk about this AI tool that we've been using as well. So that'll be pretty helpful for you guys, I think. Daniel, Connor, Luis, Jose, guys, can you just let me know that you hear me all right? Go ahead and put in the chat down there real fast. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that I'm coming in loud and clear. Awesome. Appreciate that, guys. Cool. Well, we've got a few people joining me last minute here, but guys, we're going to get started because we're right on time. So first thing I'm going to share with you, if this is your first time on the paid webinars, of course, we do these weekly. I just share a lot of insider tips, tricks, like not just only like what you should do, but also like exactly how to do them, what buttons to push, everything like that. So the first thing I'm going to cover today is this new AI tool that we use for graphic design. So you could use this at your restaurant if you are creating some sort of flyers or announcements or social media posts, like literally anything. So if you're on this AI trend and you're paying attention to what's happening in the market with Chat GPT and all these crazy things that Google's doing, really exciting stuff, guys. And you can use all this stuff to your advantage at your restaurant. So the first tool that I'd recommend using, and we're not associated with this company at all, we just use them. It's called addcreative.ai. I'm going to put that link down here in the chat so you guys can go ahead and sign up for that if you want. It's real cheap. I think it's like $30 a month for unlimited stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to put that in the chat, guys. I'm just sharing this with you guys because I think it's amazing. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second here. My computer's acting all funky. Hold on one moment. All right, here we are. Cool. So I just put in the chat down there a link to this site. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me just show you what you can use it for. And, you know, for example, let's say I wanted to make an Instagram story or a post or something like that. This is pretty cool. I'm just going to go ahead and create a brand for myself. This is just me starting from scratch. My graphic designers have been using this, but I just started messing around with it today. And so it's super easy to use. You guys can do this in a heartbeat. I'm just going to fill out a couple of these forms and get my logo in there and see what AI spits out for me. I'm going to upload my logo. And as you can see, it automatically detects what colors are in my logo. So that's pretty dang cool. I don't like this green color though. Some might make this, you know, I might make that white or something. Something like that. Whatever, this is just a test. And then I'm going to go and choose, let's use technology because we're a technology company, and I'm going to hit create brand. And then I'm just going to see what type of stuff it can make for me. I'm going to skip this tutorial. Let's say I want to make a story. Save and continue. And then let's say I'm making a story around these webinars. Maybe I'll say like reserve your spot ASAP. I'll say premium weekly restaurant marketing webinars. Too long, but you get the point. Let's click this weekly restaurant marketing webinars. And then I might say, click here to sign up now. Perfect. And as you can see, this just makes me this automatically. So what would take a designer, half hour to make, boom, there it is right there. So it's really, really cool. I'll save and continue this. It looks like you have to upload some sort of image. Maybe I'll just type in restaurants, see what comes up. Yeah, this is good enough. Let's go ahead and select this picture. This is just an example, of course. I'll move it right here. Cool. And then I'm going to go down and say, create a post. I might just call this story or something like that, whatever. So if you guys are paying someone right now to do your social media posting, or you're spending time doing some designing yourself, like stop doing that instantly because AI can help you. You can upload a bunch of photos at once. You could upload 50 photos at once. This thing will spit out 10 variations of each photo. And boom, all of a sudden you have what's 10 times 50 of 500 photos that you can use for the whole year. So if you're paying someone right now to do your social media posting, maybe you can just save yourself a few $1,000s. So as you see right here, it just made me like all these great designs. Maybe I don't use all of them, but this one looks awesome. This one doesn't look very good, but this one looks cool. Anyway, you get the point. So anyway, addcreative.ai, I think it's pretty sweet. And yeah, definitely recommend using it for sure. Okay, that's the first thing. Guys, the next thing we're going to cover is what is called the big enchilada. So the big enchilada, let me just explain what this big enchilada is, and then I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, so the big enchilada here. Hey, Fermin, how are you? Welcome to the call. The big enchilada here has a few benefits. Okay, the main benefit, of course, is going to be instant cash flow. And we're not talking about revenue here. We're talking like real cash flow and real just instant cash. And so can't guarantee these numbers, but for some of our restaurants, in just a few days, they've made $12,000, $20,000, $30,000 or more, right? That's not out of reach. Okay. So the benefits you get from this is just instant cash flow. Okay. The second benefit that you get that we talk about a lot is having a contact list, having a way to contact people again, having a way to send people direct messages right on the phone. Okay, so that's the second benefit. Third benefit is awareness, just getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in the area aware that your restaurant even exists, because a lot of people don't even know, or they forget because they're so busy. It's how humans are. That's just the way the world works. We can't combat that. So 3 benefits: awareness, contact list, and instant cash flow. Now, the way that this works is it's a big contest, right? Again, we call it the big enchilada. Okay. It's called the big enchilada for a reason. I'm going to put that here, actually. The big enchilada. All right. I'm going to make that nice and big so it's Very obvious what we're talking about here. Okay, big enchilada. And we call this the campaign because it's a campaign that, if goes well, right, it's not guaranteed to work. It's not going to work for some place that doesn't have a good reputation. It needs, your brand has to have a good reputation already. But basically what it is, I'll explain this to you real fast right here, just little by little. How does it work? Okay, well, it's a big campaign like this. Okay. It might be something like enter to win free wings for life. Enter to win free wings for a year, right? Something like that. Just to give you an example. This is one of our restaurants we do this for in California. And so it's this big campaign and people, it's like a raffle. It's like it's a contest, right? So people will enter this contest. Let's say it's free coffee for life, whatever. And then this is what the ad copy actually would say. And this also explains it. So I'll just run through this. Free coffee for life. Click to claim your free raffle entry. So everyone who clicks on this ad is going to get their free raffle entry, like one free entry into this contest. But of course, when they enter when they join the contest, they will have to enter in their information, right? They're going to have to enter in like their name, their email address, and their phone number. All right. So they're going to have to enter their information to opt in. So instantly, excuse me. So instantly, you're going to gather thousands of contacts, thousands of people who are interested in your brand, in your restaurant. Okay. So click to claim your one free entry. I should put one here. To increase your odds of winning by 1,000 times, people can buy extra entries for $1,000. Or I'm sorry, for $100. So they can buy 1,000 extra entries for $100, or they can buy 500 extra entries for $50. Or you might have some wealthy people who want to contribute. They can buy 20,000 entries for $2,000. We've had that happen before. So basically, half of the reason that people are going to buy these raffle tickets, they're gonna spend money to increase their chances of winning this thing. Half of the reason is because they just want to do good, and they want to support a local restaurant, right? They want to support their local community, and they also want to have a chance to win free coffee for life, right? So it's two things: they're supporting the local community, they're supporting small businesses, and they also have a chance to win this crazy free coffee for life contest. In addition to that, we make it even sweeter. We give people a lot of reasons to want to do this, to want to buy these from you. In addition, a portion of all these sales goes to a local charity. This is optional. You can do this or you don't have to do this. You don't have to disclose how much you are going to contribute. But if you want to contribute to a local charity, it also gives people an extra reason to spend money with you. You can give 2% away, 5%, 10%, 50%, it doesn't matter. Okay. So this is what we're doing to get people's attention and get them to opt in. And so, for example, maybe 3 winners will be announced, on a certain date. And in addition to that, we also would recommend making this even sweeter, right? You want to add bonuses, because that gives people like even more of a reason to buy. So you could give them a $500 trip voucher. Maybe you buy them a trip somewhere, a plane ride on the restaurant. You give them a free $100 gift card to the restaurant, to our restaurant. Okay. Free VIP membership, which just means they're on your contact list, right? They've already opted in then. And then of course, free coffee once a month for life. So again, buying extra raffle entries will increase their chances of winning, and they'll do good by supporting a local restaurant. Because then we want to remind them again, right? Local restaurants are the backbone to this wonderful community. It's like the fabric of society, right? This is very important. People go to restaurants to celebrate their birthdays. People go to restaurants to propose to their wife. People go to restaurants to celebrate anniversaries. So restaurants are really an important piece of communities, and we want to make sure that we help them survive and thrive. And doing this can help get support of your local community. So it's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like your fundraising. You don't need to call it that, but anyway, again, this is just a really good way to get people to spend money with you instantly, guys. To be honest, you're selling air. You're selling nothing, right? You're just selling excitement. These are real raffle tickets, so it's not fake, but you don't have any cost of goods. You don't have any fulfillment. You don't have any labor. This is literally just money in your pocket. And the reason why, we're doing this, and the reason, I'll just tell you a story. We had, during COVID, all of our restaurants had to shut down temporarily, right? No dine-in, no takeout, nothing. So as their ad company, we're like, well, what the heck are we going to do to get them more customers if they're not even open? And so we started running gift card campaigns for them. And in just a couple days, one of our restaurants up in Minnesota, they sold about $12,000 worth of gift cards in just 2 days. 12,000, 2 days. And it was partially because people wanted a chance to visit that restaurant when it reopened, but also they wanted to just support the local community because they knew they were going through some pretty dark days ahead. And Doug actually at DJ's Tap House actually ended up having record sales throughout COVID when they were just open for takeout only, just crazy. That's a whole different story, which is really cool. But this is how this campaign started. And so again, this is how it works. So just to summarize it, you're running a big campaign, getting people to opt in. And then once they opt in, the goal is to sell them extra tickets, extra raffle entries, because they get one for free. The goal is, hey, increase your chances of winning, buy some raffle tickets to increase your chances. So let me just give you an example. This is one of our clients that we had built a landing page for. This is a super simple landing page, guys. You can, if you guys can do this in-house yourself, or if you have some tech people on your team, you can build a simple landing page like this, okay? My main recommendation is just make sure that your button here and your opt-in form is above the fold, which means just make sure that it's like below the fold would be down here, right? So people have to scroll to see it. You're going to get way less people to opt in. So just make sure this is above the fold, meaning right when you land on the page, you see it right away. You don't have to scroll to see it. Yes, that's super important. So why enter this contest against the same stuff I just had put here. A lot of times with these landing pages, guys, don't make it too complicated. Just make it really simple. This might look really simple and basic to you, which it is, and it's meant to be like that. So it's meant like that because it does really well with conversions and works really well. So yeah, that's how you can build that. And let me just show you what this looks like. Maybe I type in my first name, I throw in my email address, and I throw in my phone number. Okay. And I want to claim my one free entry. And then it takes me to a page where it says you claim one free entry, right? To increase your odds of winning by 1000x, you can buy 1,000 extra entries for only $100. And then again, it says, hey, you'll support a local community, blah, 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 right? So I can click here to buy. I can click here to buy this for $100. This one says most likely to win, of course, because it's 20,000 extra entries for $2,000. You're not going to get everyone to do this one, but most people will buy, $50, $25, $100. And so you'll start seeing that happen pretty quickly. And then this just says the same thing as it did before. So you can also set this up. I'm going to show you how to set this up inside of Facebook Messenger as well. So I'd recommend, if you have a landing page or website software, definitely build that in here too. And you can also build this inside of Facebook Messenger or Instagram DM. So whenever somebody clicks on your ad, you can build this inside here, where again, it says the same thing. You got one free entry. Here's the directions. Here's how it all works. And then people can buy right inside of Facebook Messenger. So the reason this works so well is because it's frictionless. It's really, really frictionless, and it just works well. I'm going to pull up my phone so I can actually show you how that works. Let me pull up my phone. So here on the phone here, you can see that there's extra raffle entries. It's a little blurry, I know, but you can see I can scroll through. I can buy 500 entries. I can buy 250. I can buy 20,000. I can buy 5,000. So it's pretty awesome. And in this case, you actually can set this up where once you click, let's say I want to buy, 1,000 extra entries for $100. I can click this, and then the payment page comes up right away. Boom, right there. So it's super, super easy and simple to do. And then boom, you got people buying. So it's awesome. I'm going to show you how to set this up. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set this up. So in prior webinars, we talked about setting up ads on Facebook and Instagram. And when people click, bringing them into Facebook Messenger and ManyChat. Okay, we've already talked about that. That's in some prior recordings. So you should have that so you know how to set those up. Right? Get people's email, get their phone number in order for them to have an official, entry into the contest. We've already talked about those. And if you're new to the webinars, you will find those in the recordings that we sent you. And so when people click on your ad on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to want to have an ad like this, something nice and fancy that grabs their attention, right? Big, bold, hey, free wings for life, enter to win. Make sure the food is really, really bright and grabs their attention, right? This needs to have a wow factor. As you can see this on people's phones, when you see that, that's really going to grab your attention, right? That's really going to be like, whoa, what the heck is this? Okay, so that's super important. And then in here, I'm going to show you how you set up these links to pay. Okay, so people can pay. This is through Stripe. So if you don't have a Stripe account, I would recommend going and setting up a Stripe account. I'm going to put that in here. You're going to want to set up a Stripe account, www.stripe.com. I'm not sure if that's going to come up. It's probably, you guys can just Google Stripe. So you're going to want to set up a Stripe account. Stripe is where you can collect people's payments. Super easy to use, really user-friendly. Great support. And they will deposit money into your bank like every couple of days. So like super fast. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do inside of Stripe, when you set this up, you're going to want to go to payments and payment links. Okay. Payments, payment links, and then hit new. Okay. I'm just going to make one as an example. I might say premium webinar. Okay. And I'm going to click that. And that's it. So then you hit create link. I probably already have one of these, but anyway, that's fine. Actually, yeah, let's go to that one. Let's see if I have one of these already. But anyway, that's how you make it. That's how you make the link. You can go ahead and make that there. Yeah, I've got to have that somewhere. But either way, that's how you make it. And then here's how that link would look when you make it. Here's what that looks like on desktop. And there you go. People can just pay right there. And that goes right into your Stripe account. So I'm going to show you how that works inside of Facebook Messenger and ManyChat. Okay. So when you're inside of ManyChat here, right, like I showed you on the phone, when people are on their phone, the reason this works so well is because it is frictionless. It is seamless. They can just go on their phone right here. They see all the extra raffle entries. Pretty awesome. They click to buy. They can enter their card information right there. So simple and so easy. When we launched this for Doug during COVID, we launched it, and within minutes we saw people just buying, boom, 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 50, 100, 50, 25, 100, like, whoa, this was quick. So inside of ManyChat, you're going to want to create a card right here. And this is a gallery card. So you want to create this thing right here. It's called a gallery. All right. I'm going to exile this for now. Okay. So this card right here, and you can put an image here. I think it looks nice to have these types of 1,000 entries and some stars. It just looks like I want to buy that, right? And then the most important thing that you put here is this button. So this button right here, this is what's called the buy button. So to make that buy button, you can just hit add button right here. And as you can see with this button, you can have these buttons do a lot of different things. You can have it open a website, you can have it call phone number, you can do so many things in ManyChat. But it's important that you have this buy button. So click on buy. That's it. You can say buy 1,000 entries or whatever. Okay. And then you can put your price right here. It's for $100, and then just name it whatever. There's a lot of details you guys can go and look through this on. And then I would recommend just get people's email address. You don't need their phone number or their shipping. Just get their email address because you'll want to, you want to know who's bought this, so then you can announce the winner later. So that's how you do that. And so again, this is called the buy button, guys. It's called the buy button. It's right here, as you can see on my screen. Boom, buy button. Okay. To make sure that's set up correctly inside of ManyChat, you need to first integrate Stripe. So you can go down. Let's see if I can find where that is at the bottom here. Click on payments. There it is. And in payments there, you can then connect your Stripe account right here. Okay. You can also do it with PayPal, but I'd recommend go with Stripe. That's going to be the best and the easiest. Okay. So that's how you can connect your Stripe account right there. And let me go back. So in Stripe here, hey Casey, how you doing? Casey just signed up today. In Stripe here, I'm sorry, in ManyChat here, that's where you can have these cards, right, with these buy buttons. Can hit delete that one just for the heck of it. And when you make these, okay, when you make this right here and you put your price there, that's all you have to do. It's super simple. Obviously, run this, test this yourself before you do it, before you launch it live. But that's how you do it. That's how you set it up. You don't actually need to make a payment link in ManyChat, and you don't need to make a payment link in ManyChat. You only make a payment link if you're going to run this on your website as well, which I would definitely recommend doing. So for example, if you have a website like this and you have these buttons here, boom, when that's pressed, it could then go to your payment link like this, for example. People press this, boom, and then it goes to the payment link to buy those extra entries. This is just the wrong price. This is just an example. So again, payment links in Stripe, put the link here on these buttons. In ManyChat, all you have to do is put the price here and it's automatic. Okay. When you're testing this, one tip when you're testing this is you can hit preview to test these, but it won't work like to buy because it's just a preview. It's like a test mode basically. So when you're testing things in ManyChat, also just test it with a ref URL. So it's called a ref URL, type in ref, and you can click on this right here. And then this link is what you want to click on your phone or on your computer, doesn't matter. That link is what you can click, and that'll take you through the messenger flow on the phone. And then you can test to make sure that your payments are working correctly. So that's pretty much it. So it's really cool. It's super easy. And we'll publish that. So yeah, that's basically how you set it up. It is really simple, actually. It's just about promoting it really well. And so with this, you can promote this in a few different channels. Okay. I'm going to recommend a few different channels of where you should promote this. Okay. The first one's going to be ads. And we talked about how to run these ads in prior recordings, how to set up Facebook Messenger, how to set up your Instagram and Facebook ads. So reference prior recordings to set up the ads. That should show you step by step exactly how to set it up. And then so definitely run ads for this. Definitely run ads for this because you're going to get in front of so many people, who don't know about this. You're going to possibly get them to buy. You're going to get a contact list, and you're going to get a bunch of awareness that you exist. So definitely run ads for that. Ad budget can be whatever you want. Some of our restaurants, they'll spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on these campaigns. You could spend as little as $10 a day, $5 a day, doesn't matter. But if you see that people are buying and it's working and it's paying for itself, well, you're probably going to want to spend more. So ads is important. Contact list is also important. So make sure you send this out to your contact list. You've got a database of emails, you've got phone numbers, send this out to those people with that ref URL, right? So if you've got a database right now and you want to announce something to them, you can go ahead and create this ref URL right here. And you can, copy that. And then you see on my screen here, if I paste that, that's going to bring me directly to this flow. So if you got a database of email contacts, you definitely want to send this link to people, say, click here to enter the contest, boom, click. And then once people click on that, this is what's going to happen on, there you go. See, right away, it starts this automation. So it's super cool. There we go. I can buy all these things. Pretty awesome, huh? So there it is. So again, promote that to your contact lists with a ref URL. You can just, it's super simple to do that. Okay. Really, really easy to do that. But again, if you have contact lists, if you have people's phone numbers, if you have their messenger contact, send this out to them. Okay. Also make sure you promote it in store. This is really, really important, guys. Make sure you promote it in store. Your staff should be asking every single person who's already in your business, hey, have you joined our free Wings for Life contest? Have you joined our free burgers for a year contest? Whatever. And so what I would recommend is have an A-frame sign inside your business, have this on a poster. I don't care. Have this somewhere inside your business where people can scan this QR code to join the contest. And you guessed it, you can use ManyChat for that. So go ahead here and hit add trigger, simply type in QR code. And there you go. Once you scan this QR code, that's going to bring you right to this flow here, right? Right to this flow, and boom, you're going to be able to see so many people inside your business scanning this QR code, joining this contest, and that's how you can get it people in-house as well. So that's a really important piece of this. Make sure that your staff is telling people, hey, sign up here, sign up here. Make sure they're really pushing it hard inside the business. Okay. And these are in order of importance, guys. These are in order of importance. I should actually put this one here. This is probably second importance. Okay. And then the fourth one is organic social. I definitely recommend, putting a post on your Facebook page, putting a post on your Instagram page. You're going to want to run this campaign for about 2 months because you want to give people enough time to buy. You want to send them reminders. You want to send a reminder every couple of weeks. Hey, you didn't buy yet. Remember, you can increase your odds of winning, stuff like that, right? So definitely want to make sure you run this for about 2-3 months. You can do it for a month if you want, but the longer time that it runs, usually the more money you're going to make. So you want to make sure it runs for a decent amount of time. And also do it, like I would recommend organic social, like do some videos about this too, right? Go live on Facebook, go live on Instagram, go live on Instagram here, go live on Facebook here. It would be very, very easy to say, hey, guys, we're having a free Wings for Life contest. It's crazy. You should join it. You can click the link below, opt in. We'd be more than happy to, get you in this contest. So do a selfie video, go live on Facebook, go live on Instagram. That would be how I'd recommend promoting this on social media. So guys, if you have not been here throughout the start of the call today, anybody who's late for me and anyone who's late, real fast, we talked about using this new AI tool to make creatives. So if you're paying graphic designers, if you're paying someone right now to like design posts for you and ads, you can use this new AI tool to make images very, very quickly and very easily. So really awesome tool. I'm not going to go too much into details because I've already done that at the start of the call, but this is super cool. I'll show you a couple different images that we had used recently for our company. And again, AI made these all 100%. It's pretty cool. So we use this as like some of our story ads. AI made that, our brands, our colors, super cool. So anyway, I did talk about that during the start of the call. It's super awesome. But yeah, guys, the big enchilada. So I would love for you guys to try the big enchilada. Um, it's a it can make you a lot of money. We've had restaurants, again, like I said, make 12, 30, 20 grand from this stuff pretty quickly. It's not guaranteed to work that well for you. You could do way better. We've got a restaurant right now that's on pace to make like 30 locations, but they're on pace to make about 200 grand cash from this stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's how it all works. That's exactly the steps I would take. Guys, right now I want to open up for some questions. I got about 10 minutes for some questions, 15 minutes for questions or so. So if you have any questions, just go ahead in the chat box and let me know what questions you have. And if you want to talk, if you want to like me to unmute you and you can actually talk with your voice, let me know. You can raise your hand in the little chat down there, little icons, raise hand, or you can just chat with me and then you can tell me that you want to chat as well. Easy enough. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to think about your questions and we'll go from there. Casey, we will send you the recording of this. I'll get those to you right after the call here today. And Casey, I'm going to send you this link here too. Hey, Lepidus, how are you? Jill is asking about Stripe. Jill, Stripe is free. You do pay Stripe like a 3% credit card processing fee, I believe. But yeah, Stripe is free to use. It's really a great software. Casey, I just sent you a link right now to a Google Sheet that has some of the that has the recordings on there. Lipidus is asking, how do we choose between ManyChat or a landing page? Lipidus, I would recommend doing both. They both work very well. Some work better than others in some markets. It's just one of those things where you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. They could perform identically the same. One might be better than the other depending on your market. So I would recommend, if you can, do both. And that's going to give you the best results. Because not everybody has Facebook Messenger. A lot of people do. But do both if you can. Yep. You're very welcome. And guys, one other quick thing I just thought about as well. Of course, you guys are all doing this paid webinar because you want to learn this stuff yourself. This is all stuff that we would do for you if you signed up for our Done For You program. So if you have interest in that, let me know. Also, you can go on Upwork. If you are not familiar with Upwork so far, Upwork is great. I could talk for hours about Upwork. But Upwork basically is a marketplace. It's like Amazon for hiring. You can find freelancers that'll do anything for you. Your taxes, build the websites for you. Again, look, we do a lot of that stuff too, but you can find anybody on here for anything. You can find virtual assistants. And so if you don't know how to build landing pages and you don't want to hire us to do this for you yet, Upwork.com. Yeah, Casey, Upwork.com is amazing. I use Upwork.com a lot. I use it for, when we were starting our company way back in the day, I actually used it to find freelancers, like employees. Like we've got full staff now, but I've had some people on here before do some domain stuff for us, or like some legal stuff. You can find anything. So if you find yourself spending time doing stuff that you don't like doing, and you're like, man, I wish I had an assistant to do this for me, go on Upwork. Upwork can really help you with that. The reason I bring it up right now is, Lipidus, you asked about a landing page, and if you don't have like the tech expertise to do that, I'm not sure of your abilities, but if you don't have that, you can go to Upwork and you can have someone do that, pay them, hourly. So it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I'm a big fan of Upwork. A lot of people don't know about it. I mean, it's used by hundreds of thousands of people. So it's huge marketplace. But I thought I might as well share that because it is something that has been so useful for me in hiring like one-off jobs. So anyway, go ahead and check that out for sure. Tony is asking about the creative for the big enchilada. Tony, similar creative that we had talked about in prior calls, where you want to have your food covering up most of the photo. You can also use the green screen type of video ad that we talked about, green screen ad, and also like the native type of ad. So I'd test 3 different creatives. Test like an image like this that's just big, bold banner, and then like food. You want to test a video as well, and then also recommend testing a native ad. Native ad is something that looks like it's just like maybe a friend made it in 10 seconds, and it's just really simple. Those oftentimes perform really well. So those are in prior recordings too. If you have any specific questions on that, let me know. Casey, I had sent you the link right here in the chat box, but we'll go ahead and text that to you too. Let me text that to you, Casey. Hold on a second. Casey, it looks like I have your personal email on file. I also have a different email for you as well. If you want to put in the chat your correct email address, I think the one that I have on file there's maybe a typo in it or something. So if you can let me know your email address that you want me to use, I can do that as well. But I just texted you a link, and you should be able to see that there. I'll email to you as well. Conrad is asking about the targeting. Yeah, so Conrad, on the ad campaigns, the targeting would be the same as we talked about before around radius targeting. Don't worry too much about like interests and targeting like that. But if you're in a larger city, like if you've got over 1 million people that live in your city, target like a 1 to 3 mile radius around you. And if you're in a smaller community, maybe there's 100,000 people or less. Target a 10 to 15 mile radius around you guys. So same targeting techniques that we talked about before. Those are some of the targetings that I'd recommend for sure. Awesome, guys. Casey, Daniel, Esteban, Lipidus, Fermin, guys, I'd love to see you all try this or put together a plan. Again, it could be one of those things that just gives you a nice big influx of a cash deposit into your bank. There's no labor, there's no food costs, there's no fulfillment. Of course, when the 1 or the 3 people win, you're going to give them free coffee for life or free coffee for a year, right? But if you do the math on that, it's really, it's like nothing. It's like cheap. What if a burger costs like, let's say $4 to make, right? If you got $4 cost of goods on a burger and they come in once a month for the burger, like not every day, once a month, but $50 in cost of goods. It's like nothing. And even if they come in like 10 years straight for that, it's like $500 in cost of goods. So it's like almost nothing. The cost of giving them people, even if it's for life, is so cheap. It's crazy how cheap it is. But you can build such a big list, big database, and instant cash from people buying these extra raffle entries. So anyway, I would love for everybody on the call today well, first of all, let me know. I'm curious, guys. Now, is this helpful? Like, is this type of a big enchilada campaign? Is this helpful, guys? Let me know if this is helpful. For me, the main objective of doing this contest is to make you instant cash flow, instant money, right? If you missed the start of our webinar, the main goal here is to get people to buy raffle tickets, like extra entries into the contest, to increase their chances of winning. So if you were not at the start of the webinar today, I'll send you a recording of it so you can kind of see this whole thing of how it comes together. But Casey, Daniel, Lipidus, for everyone who was on the call today at the beginning, guys, is this helpful? The big enchilada, it pumps me up. It's crazy. Like, we've launched campaigns like this before, and instantly we'll start seeing people just buy, like boom, 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 boom. Same day, people start buying. Crazy. For me, we'll send you the link to the recording. You can watch from the beginning. It'll make a lot of sense. All right, guys. I've got about 3 more minutes here for questions, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll send you the recording. I would love for all of you to do this and let me know how it works. But keep in mind, before you launch it, you want to really plan this out. This could potentially be a really big money maker. So you want to make sure you have the QR codes, you've got all that stuff planned out. The really nice thing about this is there's nothing really to train your staff on. There's no fulfillment, there's no redemptions. It's just people are buying this online. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go ahead and send you all a link to this. I hope it was helpful. And next week, we're going to be covering some more topics. Every week that we do this, the reason why we have that once a week is to give you some time to implement. I want you to implement this stuff, take action on these things. I would love for everyone to come to the call next week and say, hey guys, we got a whole plan together, and we're going to launch the big enchilada. And then hopefully in a month or 2 months from today, say, hey, Luke, we just made 10 grand. That would make me super happy. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for the call today. You spent about 49 minutes with me. I know your time is not free. I do not take that for granted. So thank you for being here. And then I would definitely want to hear any feedback from you. So guys, if you have any questions, let me know, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, cheers.